Yeah, Zombie here. Just wanted to show off the quick Terran vs Terran game I played. And so this is back in Platinum. I recently got promoted to Diamond 1v1s, Masters team games. Um, Up here we have the red Terran, IFM Zombie. Down here we have the blue Terran, Prominthor. Yes, that cool guy. So, TVT can be a little annoying if it gets to the macro stage with tank battles, and I have this build I'm working on. Many of you know it. It's called the 1-1-win. Fuck, that's not a word. 1-1-1 all-in build. It's the one base with Banshees into the Marine tank push. So, because Terran vs Protoss is Terran vs Protoss, it's almost well known that it's Terran's least favorite matchup. I'm trying to find a build that can end it almost always early on. So an all-in that will always get you the win. The 10-minute timing push that used to be so amazing, it's a little harder to hold off now, just because of the early threats that Protoss can deal to you with the Oracles, the DTs. They have their Blink timing push, they have their 4-gate with the Void Ray, they have their 4-gate, the Immortal Sentry all-in, the Immortal push, Proxy Immortal push, Proxy Stargate, everything they can do off 2 gas. You generally don't want to go for the early expand like you used to. Because of that, your 10-minute push will be delayed. If your 10-minute push is delayed with the Mothership Core and their Photon Overcharge, it could just ruin your day if you go for that push. So, there's alternatives. You can either go for the 10-minute, instead of the timing push, you can go for a 10-minute drop, or the 1-on-1 all-in, which I'm trying to learn, but for some reason, every time I go and play a Protoss, I disconnect. So I decided, well, screw it. I have my Zerg build down. Let's try it against the Terran. I was watching some streamers the other day. I saw one pull it off. It was Last Shadow against Drewby. And he made Drewby his bitch. So I practiced out the build, got some timings down, and this is my first attempt on ladder. So, yeah, let's see how it goes. It opened up with the 10 supply depot. It was always at my ramp, just in case I need to throw a bunker down, we throw another supply depot down, in case there's any sort of rush coming. Generally, it doesn't work as well against Terran, and it's also just good for scouting. At 12, we throw down our barracks, and then we do the 13 refinery, 15 orbital, 15 marine, 16 supply depot, and then our factory drops. Our opponent went for the... It looks like the Reaper Fast Expand, and he's going for a factory now. Off the Reaper Fast Expand, I saw that he had the 1 gas, but as I was scouting around, he still only had 1 worker on it, so I knew it was going to be delayed, so instead of getting my own Reaper out, I knew I'd be able to hold with just whatever Marines I had. At this point, we're getting the reactor down on our barracks, which you get after 4 Marine, just denying that Reaper. The tech lab goes down on the factory, and then we drop our starport. You should always drop the starport before your tech lab, just because of the building times and the amount of gas they cost. That's a mistake on my part, but it's not going to make the world of difference at this level. And we keep 2 Marines down here, 2 Marine over here, 2 Marine over here, just to deny that Reaper, because Reapers can't jump up this cliff here because of the ice. With the tech lab done on this factory, we swap it out, build another tech lab so we can start making tanks. Starport's done, swap it over to your tech lab, and right when you start your factory, you'll be throwing down your 2nd gas. Both of them should be fully saturated. You don't want to get supply blocked. I got a little supply blocked here, it's a little sloppy on my end, whatever. You could delay some of your siege tanks here if you want to go for cloak, which it's iffy. If they scout your tech lab, don't get cloak, they're going to have missile turrets anyway. If it's against Protoss, I wouldn't get cloak. They'll have observers, they'll have Raven, or not Raven, they'll have Oracle. There's a lot of detection from Protoss. So we do go and kill the Reaper here. Reaper goes down, he did scout my tech lab on my starport, he did see its building, so he's going to know that Reapers are, Banshee are on the way. We get the siege tank sieged at the front. A really good siege tank position would be like right here. So if you have a tank sieged up around this area. It's just in range of the low ground, and if it's sieged up just like 2 spaces away from the ledge, you can completely hit the full choke. It's a really good place for siege tanks, right up here on this ledge, a couple bunkers down here, or even in here. Grab your natural, really safe place. Right when the Banshee comes off, we have it rallied over here, just so that if I do happen to miss it, don't be APM, don't be attention required, Banshee will automatically run over to his base and start killing shit. Second tank is done. We're going to keep our siege tanks building, keep our marines building. You want those supply depots always up. I did get a little supply block there, so I do go for the supply drop. Just because at this point, it's a timing push. You want to hit as early as possible. Supply block really delays that. Right at the second Banshee, you could halt Banshee production here and go for a Raven, just because it's Terran. They are going to have Widow Mines. The auto tracking turret thing. The turret can help you. The detection can help you if you do manage to wait for a seeker missile. That'll really help against the Marine. So you could go for 2 Banshee and a Raven. You could go for just mass Banshee. At this point, you want to rally to your siege tanks. They have the most health. They're the most bulky. They're going to be back the whole time. Safest place to rally to. As you rally, you pull half your SCVs. You can transition this into bio, where you swap the tech lab with the barracks. Drop the factory somewhere else. Build 2 barracks, both on tech labs. Another one bare. Get a reactor on that, so you have 2 tech lab, 1 reactor, and reactor to starport, and then expand out of this. Or if you're going for the all-in, you pull half your workers, go into 3 tanks, maybe a 2 Banshee at front. I did know that he had some Widow Mines at the front, so I don't decide to just go balls deep and A-click in. I know that because of the range of the bunker and the Widow Mine, I can siege my tanks up here and just barely be in range of that bunker. And right at the push, the Widow Mine explodes, doesn't have enough to fill the bunker. He sees that he is just outnumbered the amount of units I have here, and he taps out. Very strong build. I'm testing to see how it works against Protoss. I'm not really sure. I've tested it against some AI, some lower level Protoss, and it seems to have relative success. Not really sure how it'll work in Diamond though, but against Terran it seems to really just do a lot of damage. It'll just be a very, very powerful build. So yeah, just to recap, it is a 1-1 all-in with the 10 supply depot, 12 barracks, 12 refinery. You get your orbital at the normal time, your factory right when you have the gas to. Right when you grab your factory, you'll throw in your second gas. When your factory is done, you throw it in your starport. After 4 marine, you throw it in your reactor and your barracks. Then when you have the gas, you'll tech lab your factory, load it off with your starport to start mass producing Banshee. Tech lab goes down on your factory, and you go 2 marine, 1 Banshee, and 1 tank. Macro that up, constantly be building your workers and your supply depots. And at 3 tanks you push out. You can either stop Banshees at 2 or go for the just full Banshee count. And after your 2 you could go for a Raven if you wanted. And yeah, that's it. Like my Facebook page, I stream on Twitch TV occasionally. All the links will be in the description, and thanks for watching.